So I was doing I was like $1,500 a month. I was so excited because I posted in a group. In June, I did like $20,000 and I was like, whoa, like I had never done that before, right? Because I just haven't. So then I was like, wow. So I spoke to Craig. I was like, Craig, oh my God, I cannot believe that I got 20 G's in 1 month. He was like, I know. And that's just like the beginning. I was like, we can do more? And he was like, yes. The next month it was like 18 or 19, and then this month we're up to 25. I'm trying to push for 30 this month. What surprised me most about the process was the ease of it.
Mm,
It was not hard. Like the material is not hard to understand. Like if you make it hard to understand, it's probably because maybe you want to make it hard to understand. It was not hard for me at all. It was
mm,
not hard. And I'm not really even a tech savvy person, right?
mm,
I'm not really even a tech savvy person. So and it really wasn't that hard for me. Like you are taught step by step on what to do, how to troubleshoot, how to, do things that you didn't know that you knew how to do before. And if you don't know how to do it, it's right there. You can just go right back to it. I feel really empowered.
mm,
I feel strong. I feel like I can do it. It has given me a lot of confidence. My
mm,
confidence level is really high. I approach everything differently now, even if it's hard, right? I approach it with a positive mindset because in the course, mindset is huge. And so it has changed my way of thinking about just problem solving in general. You know, you need help, but you don't really know what you need. But you know
mm,
you need help, but you
mm,
literally don't know what you need.
mm,
So that's another thing with being in the course. It taught me a lot of the things that I didn't even know that I needed, I learned in the course. Like I didn't even know that I needed to have certain things set up the proper way in my back end of my business, but I learned that in the course. I learned how to manifest in the course. I learned how
mm.
to, think of be a critical. I mean, I know how to be a critical thinker, but sometimes we can really beat ourselves down. We can. As an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, I was beating myself down every day. I still kind of do sometimes, but man, I think I did it more when I was lost. I did do a program and it was supposed to be like an e-commerce course, whatever. And I did do it. It just did not work out like as I thought it would. It did not provide me with the results that I wanted. I think it was just more of the clarity for me. This just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. They had a bunch of videos, they had a bunch of stuff, but when it comes to just explaining and making it simple and trying not to make it so complicated, it just was
Mm,
not there. I felt lost. I felt like I was not, I felt what I felt was like a failure, right? I felt like a
mm,
failure. I felt like this thing that I've done and invested all this money in, I'm not even going to be able to like take it off the ground because I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to get from point A to point B.
mm,
And it was very frustrating. I was very frustrated. I almost gave up a couple of times. But then I thought about it and I was like, man, I can't. I can't. So then,
mm,
I felt very, very discouraged. I felt lost. I was lost. My name is Madeline and my brand is called Easy Beadsy. I invented clip-on hair beads for young ladies between the age of like 4 to like 11 or 12.
mhm,
Just pretty much, I did it because, daycares were not allowing young girls to, I have two daughters, and do not allow little kids to wear regular beads to school,
mm.
right? It's a choking hazard. They're not, they pull it out, they put it,
Yeah.
So I was like, I just came up, I was like, hey, what if we just made it a little bit bigger and we made it to where it was so hard to even swallow, you know?
Mm,
Would they So it was just like I saw a need and I kind of filled the need. There's the old saying, scared money don't make no money.
Mm,
That's how I got past it. I've heard that all my life. Scared, and it starts to make sense to me when I started to invest in myself. It made
mm,
sense because when I saw that I was investing in myself, I saw that things started to happen for me. If I wasn't trying to make a shortcut out of everything. So I I would say that's what it is. I told myself, I said, I've seen this program on Facebook for weeks, right? And I've been
mm.
stalking. I was stalking you guys, right? I was stalking the ads,
Good.
just going on the page, watching the testimonials, and I was like, I'm just gonna. It sounds great. I went
Mm,
on, is it called Reddit?
mhm,
Did the reviews. You guys had great reviews on there, and I kind of did a little bit of research, and then I said, I'm going to take the leap. I'm just going to
mm,
do it because what do I have to lose? What do I have to
mm,
lose? I have nothing to lose, but and
mm,
everything to gain. I was very skeptical. Um, I think I started feeling I was even skeptical even like on my first call with Daryl because Daryl has like, he's like a no nonsense type of person. So I was like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna be okay. But as I listened, as I listened and implemented, I understood why he did what he did and
mm,
why he's so structured like he is. It's very understandable because if you're not structured, it's so easy for things to go left quickly. I know why I'm doing things. I know how to
mm,
read my numbers, right? Because
mm,
before that was a big thing. Like I didn't know my dashboard. I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm just like, what are these numbers? Like it was just there. I didn't know how to interpret it. I didn't know, how to even like, move it around, make it work for me, make it not work for me. So I think it's just the teachings, man. The teachings are
mm,
just it's like revolutionary. It's like, I don't know. I just like the way the way he teaches. I do.
mm.
And just the way that he talks about things, right? Like the way that, okay, so he calls customers avatars and it's like we're in like this movie, right? And we are our own stars. I think it's amazing because I'm a big movie star. Like I'm a big
Mhm,
movie fan. So I just kind of connected to the
mm,
material really, really well. I felt like I had to get up close and personal with my customers, like
mm,
really down and personal and let them into my personal life and just kind of be so open with them. And people said, you hear these things about, let your customers understand who you are, let them know that, about your private life and all this and all that. I thought that that's what I needed, but now that I think about it, I'm like, why would I do that? That's crazy. I'm like, so I got in here and it's just like, no, no, we're just going to go with the framework and we're going to structure our deals. We're going to, structure our offers and we're going to make it good. And
Mm,
we're going to put it out there for the
mm,
people who particularly needs to see it, who have a need, who needs a need to be filled, and some of the people who are not even aware that they have a need.
mm,
Make it make sense to them, and they will come. So I,
mm,
I don't need to put my personal life out there. The community has been awesome. A lot of the students, even even Daryl, like when you ask a question in the community, he is very active in there. I was shocked because because of his schedule and what he does. I was really shocked that he was so active in the community. um so that was a plus. And then the
mm,
students are very interactive with each other, and a lot of people, they post so many good valuable content in the
mm,
community itself. I found a lot of my problems were solved from just going into the community and just like looking up stuff, asking
mm,
questions in there, and just pulling
mm,
up videos. If I have a
mm,
problem on my ad sets, I just go in a community and just see what people are posting about that particular problem. And I don't even
mm,
have to go to Craig and ask questions because I can get my answers there. And then with the one-on-one with Craig, it's just been amazing. Like I think it's just his way of teaching as well because his explanations for things are not complicated. It's like,
mm,
listen, the way that he explains stuff, he's like, listen, this is what we're gonna do, and this is why we're doing it. because it's going to yield this result. And if you want this result, we'll do this. But if you want this one, so basically, it's just a clear. Everything that I do is there's an explanation that he allows me to understand. Being in the right place with the right people is very important for your career. That's what I would say. I would say don't be so stingy when it comes to investing in being in the right place with the right people. The program will definitely give you structure, it'll give you guidance, it'll definitely catapult you to the next level. So I would say that, if you can invest in the program, it would be one of the best investment that you've made for your business in general. It'll definitely teach you how to, structure and how to, catapult your business from one level to another. So this investment will be one of the biggest and best investment that you make in your business career. Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I would
Love it.
say. I would say do everything you can to, try to be able to get into the program. That's what I would say.
Mm.